Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Friday. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a veteran, welcome back. Guys, I want to apologize for all the negativity and all the anger. You know, this is a fun job for me. I love it, but I obviously take it a little bit too seriously sometimes. I get a little too emotionally involved, and yeah. So, and I'm also really grateful for the YouTube channel because it shines a mirror to my face. So I don't want to be a goofball and be all angry. I am so grateful and blessed to be able to do what I do and have fun and share this all with you. And hopefully you guys learn something and maybe get a laugh or two. But yeah, I hope nothing I did yesterday made people feel uncomfortable. But yeah, these are the rigors of, in reality, of owning a little pool business, this sole proprietorship where, anyway, got flies in my truck. That is not good. We're gonna get over to the leaf canister and start cleaning it up. Thanks for coming along, you guys. Let's get Friday started. Okay, we're back here at the leaf canister, and here are our tins. Tons and tons of chlorine. Well, relatively low pH for this place. Alkalinity and cyanuric are good. So cyanuric is high, so I took the floater out. We will not be, once again, another pool I'm gonna let ride. And look, super clean, really, in this area where it usually gets. And I can already see that the cleaner was taken out. They had swim lessons here this week, but the cleaner's been taken out. You can see there's nothing in the leaf canister. So if there's nothing in the leaf canister, that probably means it wasn't working. But it's okay. Let's see what the yeah. So anyway, see, notice this right here. Oh boy, did I ever dodge one here. I was right here with the homeowner just now, and in this space there was a dreaded blue cover. One of those plastic blue covers. I guess he got it from the builder, but yeah, I was so happy I was here because A, not only has he not used it, B, it has been sitting here deteriorating on the side of the house next to the air conditioning condenser under the sun, yada yada yada. So it was flaking into my blue flakes of death, and so I talked him into throwing it away. It wasn't much to do. He could see that it was disintegrating and wasn't going to be helping anybody. So anyway, a triumph for the Poolman over the blue cover. I'm going to brush it up and clean it up. We're chemmed up. We can move on. Okay, like I said before, I feel good about this and we're out of here, but kind of want to do something as a new standard practice. Is if I have customers who check in on this show, vlog, they might want to check out, hey, what's up on my pool? So that's exactly what I want to do, and showing you as well. So here we have our IC40. What is this? No, it's an IC20, but it's pumping out plenty for this little pool. So we have all green lights, super good. Everything's absolutely looking beautiful, but the homeowner has mentioned that the Master Tent 400 heater will get to a certain set point. Let's say they want to just set it to 85, right? And it starts out at 70. So it'll go up to, say, 75 and then kick off. And so, yeah, that's something, and I'm not sure whether that's a high limit sensor or whatever. Got to look into that. Comment below if you've had any sort of experience with that. I see a lot of internet videos about that same issue. We're here at the Onyx Pool, and look, they're such pranksters. The boys out there trying to scare me with these inflatable snakes. Yes, we've got an owl. Are you kidding me? This is freaking awesome. Okay, there are gestures, and now there are wonderful, fabulous, overt gestures. So, yeah, and once again, a help out for the pool is a help out for the pool man, and vice versa. Awesome. Totally made my day right there. And, you know, doesn't take much, but that is awesome. Thank you, homeowners. Sharky, I think you might need to be retired. But look at the pool. Yeah, mountain stream status. It's actually very dusty. There's kind of there's dust in mountain streams too. It's just moving very rapidly. But yeah, Sharky needs to be retired, and that's okay. So let's see. Just got here, put the gear down, and that's what you get in the skimmer. Of course, we're going to empty that. That's what you get in the skimmer here. Not much. Child fence really helps out. You know, now that we have our owl friend on watch, this area where we've seen lots of duck poop in the past, where they sit here or they sit over there and then they do their thing. Yeah, nobody wants that. Okay, sorry birds. Now they're moving out towards the rail. But hey, the pool is being protected. So last week we were concerned about the large amount of water that we're getting. Now see, there's some water there, but it looks a skosh drier, but it still does look, I can see that the sprinklers have just run. So anyway, let's get down there and check it out. Okay, I have never been, nor do I ever claim to be a landscaper or somebody who knows anything about landscaping or whatever, but I do know a little something about watershed and sediment flow, and then also these are what are called leach lines. Comment below if you want to call them something else. Right there, that is a line, and see there's been water that when it pools up here, there's a French drain right along here, right? So there's a French drain laterally here, and then that feeds down here. And see how wet this is? This is really wet. And look, once again, the other leach line, very wet. I only speak to this because later today we have our square pool with the electronic cover, and yeah, that person has mentioned about the, you know, and look at the erosion. Now, granted, some of it might be actually from me, but the reason that this pad is so wet here is definitely not from me. And like I showed you last week, the pad is starting to erode away, both the filter pad and the heater pad. So yeah, not good. Anyway, keep this on your radar, and I certainly will. Okay, something that I deal with when I'm working with any pool that I get to before 9 a.m., right, which is most of my pools, is I want to make sure that this salt saw is showing good salt, right? And I can't do that if I just have it in service mode. Well, maybe sometimes depending on how it's wired. But yeah, so I got to sit here and watch this thing run. So in order to do that swiftly, I use my phone here with my screen. I'm not going to show you the app because it just doesn't reproduce well on the GoPro, but yeah, so I can, when I'm done here back at my truck, I can sit there and check without having to be here at the equipment. I can check on the salt, right? Hey, modern Poolman, this is the way it should be. So homeowners, if you have Pentair and you have Screen Logic, or if you have basically any Jandy or Hayward, if you got the iAqualink from Jandy or you got the Omni from Hayward, make sure you give your pool guy all of the access that he requires, if and only if he knows what he's doing. Now, I have familiarity with all of those systems and more, so there's another bird. Boy, oh boy, you guys are not doing your job. Hello. So anyway, give your guy access to your automation and your app. Like I said, if and only if they know what they're doing. But if they know what they're doing, yeah, that's a big help to them and ultimately to you. So I'm going to brush up and let's check our chems. Okay, here are our chemicals. So we have chlorine that's okay, pH that's definitely on the low side. I'm going to let that ride. Alkalinity and cyanuric are really good. So what it means to me is they've been using the pool just a wee bit, not a whole lot. We had 3350 salt, and so that's actually really good. There was a gentleman who asked about salt flakes, little white flakes in the spa, or I'm not sure where you said you found them, but when I took this pool over, I don't know, about 8-9 months ago, the pool had 4,700 salt, and then it had a dirty salt cell, and you can see all the pitting that was taking place, and that's a lot of the reason why this has so much of this staining here. Some of it is calcium. Well, some of it is calcium, and then other is chlorine and salt and whatnot. But yeah, this is brightened up way better. And in fact, this, like I said, this hot tub spa used to have all kinds of those little flakes here, but and they don't go away overnight. So clean your salt cell, and those salt flakes will go away with time. Okay, I feel good about this pool, the Onyx Pool. Yes, that is its name because of its black, dark attributes. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful pool. Child fence really helps us out. Cleaned up, chemmed up. Let's move on. Okay, we're here at our first infinity pool of the day here on Friday. And yeah, I'm really happy to see that this pool has got out of like like I said before, this was my demoralizer before the demoralizer. Yeah. And look, they got floaters. They're running the pool. Okay, they're still running it from 5 to 1, 5 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And look, okay, I'm gonna let them get away with that for as long as we possibly can. We're having easily the mildest May and June that I can remember, but that doesn't say that we won't have what's called an Indian summer. And as politically incorrect as that is, yeah, that's what might happen, where we're like into October and November and we're still experiencing 90 degrees plus. But anyway, I'm super happy. We have 3,000 salt. Now I'm going to go over to the equipment, and there's a measure on the equipment, so I imagine that salt will actually indicate lower than 3,000, but I'll come back and tell you what I find. But we're chemmed up. I've been brushing, and I'm going to go hit the equipment, and then we can move on. Okay, we're here at the spool, the original spool. Nothing happening this week at Spool XL. We'll be back there next week. So yeah, we're got tons and tons of chlorine, 4,000 salt. So yeah, we're doing really good. And I cleaned it up, and we can move on. All right, we're here at our second infinity pool on Friday. And things look pretty good. Water looks, especially post Memorial Day, the water looks okay. We already know there's no chlorine in this pool, okay, because I'm putting minimal amounts, and we can already see that the trough has got a considerable amount. So that's okay. I'm just going to add all my chlorine to the trough right here, and that'll clear up all that algae immediately. So anyway, the longer I know this pool, the more that I realize that I have to probably, and unfortunately, much to the chagrin of the homeowner, is run the edge pump concurrently, or else we're gonna have algae week in and week out. Now, it was Memorial Day last week, and so maybe they had a rockin' party, so it obviously took away all the sanitizer. I can already tell that. I haven't even taken the chems. Let's do that right now. Okay, and just for fun this time, let's take them in the spa. And we have nothing, no chlorine whatsoever, but we have a very low pH, so I think that no one has been swimming. We don't need, I just forgot. It's a salt pool, but we don't need to take our salt. We have not added the salt here, even from the startup. So anyway, I'm gonna Tulsa 90 the trough. I'm gonna add probably two gallons, because we are supposed to have a little bit of a warm-up, and this pool has absolutely no chlorine. So anyway, 2 gallons. Eventually we'll probably get a floater in the trough, But once the salt gets added, we probably won't need anything. We do have a Pentair IC40, so let me get to work. Okay, I feel good about this. Just spoke to the homeowner, and I have been chlorinating this pool with liquid for the last couple of weeks, thinking that it's gonna get drained, and he informed me that it's not gonna be done anytime soon. So I said, hey, let's make this the salt pool that it is. So I will be bringing 10, count them, 10 bags of salt, adding them all next week. And then I will not have to subsidize this pool's sanitation anymore. But yeah, very happy about that. Little remiss to hear that it's not going to be sooner than later for the replaster here, but either way, out of my control. I'm going to control what I can. This pool's cleaned up and chemmed up, and I feel good. Let's move on. All right, we're here at our rectangular pool with electronic cover, and it's just after 9. We're purging all of our nasty party water from the spa from last night. Yeah, and our Pentair Rebel. I don't know if he's been wrapped up like a hose, but he's sure starting to look that way. I know people take the cleaner out when they swim, and you know, that makes perfect sense. I'm not really sure about it. I wouldn't take it out, but I like a clean pool. Some people, who knows, maybe it scares the kids. But yeah, obviously the Pentair Rebel does a great job and keeping it clean, and also in addition we have the cover, which that's an extra major measure of cleanliness. So what do here? We brush every horizontal surface. We hit the tile. I added 3/4 of a gallon of acid right now because the pH was like approaching a 9. Okay, it was really super high. I never see that. So anyway, once again, righteous, but we have low salt indicated on the cell. There's a red light on the cell, but I show 3,000 with my meter. But anyway, who knows? Maybe the meter does need replacement. And yes, I do wash it out every time I use it. All right, I feel good about this, and we're out of here. Earlier in this week, the homeowner called me and said, hey, next door neighbor having a leak thing going on. Let's turn off the autofill to make sure we don't have a leak. Makes perfect sense. I'm sure she's worried. She doesn't want to be the cause of her neighbor's leak, but the guy's got a leak, and it's not her fault. You know, we were here and determined the bottom of this sticker is right where we want to be. Look where it is. It's right where we want to be. So brand new pool. Didn't think that we'd have a leak problem anyway, but the guy next door does, and that's a bummer. Let's move on. All right, we're here at Geronimo's pool, and as usual, things look good. And I checked the salt cell as we walk by, and we have a green light. Our Pentair Rebel, yeah, maybe I can increase the suction a little bit on him, but unfortunately, he's kind of just making his wheels smooth right there. This pool has very, very vertical walls, like any other perimeter overflow body of water would. So that being said, you really have to keep up on the filter cleans here. And since I can see evidence that our gardener buddies have been here, and last week they cut the ground cover, I can look in here and see, well, that area looks pretty clean. But either way, you know, if you're thinking of building a perimeter overflow pool or spa, well, actually, this is really the pool thing. The spa would just be kind of a spill over. But yeah, if you're thinking about this and someone's trying to sell you this, oh yeah, look at my all the grass on the cleaner hose. You know, cleaner hoses are magnetic for grass and all kinds of yeah, I'll tell you what, if this pool, if I ever have any problems with the pool, it's going to be because we have major grass clippings in this pool. And where do they go? They just go in the overflow. Well, where does the overflow go? To the skimmer basket. So, and frankly, I'm not, or the pump basket rather, frankly, I'm not pulling that much stuff weekly out of the pump basket. So it's just like, where does the poop go? I'm a little concerned about that, but once again, we'll find this out as we go along through the summer. Let me take my chems. Okay, kind of another mystery here. We have 2700 salt, no red light, and yet we have tons and tons of chemicals. Chlorine, pH is not super high. Alkalinity and cyanuric are really good. And like I said, 2700 salt, really low. But once again, the cell is our guide. The salt cell has a green light on it, and so that's the one I am going to go with. Let's go over and look at what I'm referring to. So we have a salt cell here with a good green light. We have flow, and this is a brand new cell. We're all good to go. So I'm going to go by the green light, and I'm also going to go by the water. The water looks beautiful, and hey, I don't have to add any chlorine. Fabulous. I don't have to add any acid. Fabulous. Hey, the Poolman actually might make some money. No, I never do that. But anyway, our Pantera Rebel is out there rebelling, and we're gonna clean our tile here, and that's really what we do to sparkle the pool up. Of course, we're gonna brush every horizontal surface, and then we can move on. All right, as bewildering as Geronimo's pool is with the perimeter overflow, yeah, still looks great. I cannot complain about the quality of the water, and although I'm a little, like I said, bewildered about the overflow, you can't argue with the results. Let's move on. Okay, we're here at the Pixel Pool, and yeah, double fail grade. Okay, pool cleaner pulled out of the wall. You pull it out, we put it back in. And once again, this also goes for the floater. Okay, you're killing me, people. Put the floater back in the spa. Not hard. So looking pretty good. Let's take our chems. Okay, here are our chems. I don't mind this at all. Since we're just sanitizing with tabs only, yeah, I feel good about that. Do I feel good about having the cleaner not there? No, I don't like that. So anyway, I'm gonna hit all the tile. Uncle, Auntie, you get a failing grade for the day. Yeah, triple failing grade here. The floater needs to stay in the spa, is in the pool. Unhooked, cleaner, making more work for the pool guy. Okay, and then let's see. Oh, no floater, which we have been telling them to buy on Amazon 4 weeks. No? All right. So, and then there's evidence of ducks. So we go over here, and we have more slight duck blasts over there. Anyway, what are you gonna do? Guys, if you got anything out of this, give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment if you got something to say. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary working for you guys out in the field. I'm the Angry Pool Man. Be excellent to each other, and I'll see you on the next video.